Hey everybody, Nana B here, and welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Nana B. Now, I decided to do this episode last minute because I'm going to do a small scale of my spaghetti, okay? A small scale, so this is just to let y'all know some of how to put it together, how I put it together, okay? Not judging how anybody else cooks, okay? All right. So, I already got my water boiling for my pasta, so let me get that started. So, let me get my spaghetti. So, I had a pretty long day today, and but it was nice. My friend Joanne, she took me out for lunch today because I've been in the house for 2 weeks as of tomorrow, and I just, the four walls was closing in on me, so I just really, had to get out. So, so that was nice of her to get me out. All right, I'm not doing a full box because this is a small scale. This is just for my sons, and I'm not really doing that much sauce. I didn't do that much sauce last night when I cooked down the tomato and the sauce and the paste and stuff. So they're gonna get what I give them. Okay, so alrighty, I will take care of that. Put it in my pasta holder. Okay. Now that I got my pasta in there, let me get my pasta spoon. All right, and let's mix that around in there. And then I want a little bit of sea salt. I want to put a little bit of sea salt in my water. Where's my sea salt? Okay, there you go. All right. Just a little bit of, see, this sea salt. A little bit of sea salt in there. Like that. Do not put oil in there because if you put oil in there, it prevents your sauce from sticking to your pasta. So no, we don't want to put oil in there. All right, now, all right, I had to put this over here because I got to cook my onions. So, some chopped onions in a low food processor. Okay. Alrighty, so now let's get these onions in here. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's some olive oil in this pan. So we want to just get this started. And then where is my, wait a minute. Oh, set it right over here. Okay. Then, while the onions are in there, and they're diced up, in the food processor. All right. Now this is ground pork. So I want to put that in there. Be sure not to touch it with my hands because I do not have my food safe gloves on. You mix the pork with the onions. Normally, I would just only use ground turkey for my spaghetti, but the boys like it hearty. So there's your onions and your pork, and you incorporate that together. Okay. Now you turn your fire on medium and you cover and you let it do what it does, okay? Get rid of this. Okay, so while that's doing that, let me check on my sauce. Now, my sauce, I don't think y'all can see it, but is right there. It doesn't have the meat in it yet, but it has the garlic and the tomatoes. It has garlic, tomatoes. It has Italian seasoning, oregano, parsley, a bunch of stuff. It has a bunch of stuff in it, so that's the sauce base that I started last night. So that's that. Okay, make sure y'all can see. All right. Okay, so to that, I need to add some sugar because it cuts the acidity of the tomatoes. If you have a sensitivity to acidic foods like tomatoes and onions, sugar is good. So 1 tablespoon of sugar in there should be good. Enough to cut it. Some people like it sweeter, but I think a tablespoon should be good because this is not a big pot. I would use like 3 tablespoons in my normal big pot of spaghetti, but this is a small pot, so it should be okay. Okay, it's all right. All right, so we're gonna cover that back up and let it continue to simmer. All right. Okay, let's, the pasta's still going. All right, now, the pork. All right, the pork and the onions, okay. It is coming together. All right, now, I am going to get my food safe gloves. All right. Put that on. All right. Take the ground beef, drop it in there, like this. A lot of people saying, oh, that seems like a lot of work, but no, this is hardly any work compared to what my late husband used to do. Making his sauce would take a whole day, and that's why I start my tomato-based sauce at night, because you got to cook down the garlic and the tomatoes and stuff really low and add all the herbs in there, and it take hours to do that. All right, so I got the ground beef in there. All right, where is my, okay. All right, so let's just try to fold that in a little bit because it's all gonna come together in a minute. Where you trying to go? Get over here. All right. Okay. Now, my onions are trying to get out. I should have used a bigger skillet, but I didn't think it was gonna be Well, they're going to have a very, very hearty spaghetti. All right, so now we are going to season. All right, first thing we're adding is some basil. All right, and I'm not measuring anything. All right, we are doing oregano next to the meat and the onions. All right, next we are adding garlic. Garlic powder, not salt. Okay, there's fresh garlic in the sauce, but you just want to have some flavor in the meat. Okay, next we are adding black pepper. All right, there we go. And next we are adding parsley. Now I'm doing all these separate because I didn't want to use my all-purpose seasoning because there's some things in there that doesn't go with spaghetti. So, all right, this is onion powder.